guys? My name is Julianne Condia and I'm coming at you live from San Jose, California. If you are new to following me, hi. I am so glad that we are friends on Facebook. My number one mission is to empower other women to become fit in every area of their life. And this is something that I do know. I do know that I have a lot of friends who are in direct selling. So whatever company you are part of, let me know below. And I wanted to talk to you. I have over the last 4 years have built a very successful multi-level marketing, MLM, direct selling business. A lot of people who don't do that think that's yucky, and that's their own opinion, right? This has changed my life so much. Oh my gosh. I legitimately have transformed in every area of my life. And that's why no one's opinion is none of my business. Like, it's not. Like, this has just changed my life. So maybe you've been following me because you're so interested in what it is that I do, but you don't know what I do. And here I am in San Jose, living with my husband, and with our dog Wyatt, and we both retired ourselves as teachers. So you're like, what in the heck do they do? They're always traveling, or they're just dancing. If you follow my Instagram, I think my life is just one big dance party. And I just want to share this with you. And maybe you're a part of a different company. To each his own. I think that's great. I think it takes a lot of grit to do this. And what's really cool is that I'm so incredibly passionate about helping other people be successful. And my community is everything. My team is everything. It is just family. And so I think what we have access to is so good. And under my realization is I don't think that everyone has that. And so maybe you're just out there doing this and you feel like you're on a lonely island. Maybe you have no idea where to start. I want to help you. And I want to share with you my best tips and practices on how to build a multi-figure business that will greatly impact your life, but other people's lives. You in? You want to hear this? All right, let's go ahead and get going. Number one is be you. So easy, right? Be your own brand. A lot of times when people are in direct selling, they brand the company they're a part of. So what I mean by that is if you are in Rodan and Fields, what you'll see a lot of times on a profile are all graphics made by Rodan and Fields. And so a way to really connect, a way to really make an impact is to be you. You are in your pictures, and the people you help are in your pictures, and you are sharing your experiences, and you are talking about your journey, your story, and not necessarily, so I am a part of Beachbody, and I think Beachbody is the greatest thing ever. So a lot of times on my posts, you won't see branded Beachbody. You won't see photos from Beachbody. You won't see the words Beachbody, Shakeology, Insanity Max 30, all of those things, if that makes sense. You're just going to see me, and I am my own brand. So what is my brand? I'm a wife. I'm a retired teacher. I am a rescue mom, a dog rescue mom, and I'm a Christian. So what you see is just my life and how I share my life, if that makes sense. And then number two, walk the walk. A lot of times, the only way you're going to be successful in your business of direct selling is that, one, you fully believe in what you're selling. And for me, it never feels like I'm selling anything because it's just a part of my life. So with Beachbody, yes, I sell workouts, and yes, I sell Shakeology. Yes, I sell pre-workout that is live, but to me, it doesn't feel like selling because it is something I walk every single day and something I believe in and use, regardless if you join me or not. Does that make sense? Where I don't just sell in hopes that someone will buy from me. I just am like fully convicted that this is going to change someone's life. So it's easy for me to sell it because of how much belief I have and how much it's changed my own life. Does that make sense? It's almost like this. You get a package from Amazon and you open it up and it is a tongue scraper. Have you ever heard of those? Just got one. And yep, you are getting all that nasty stuff off of your tongue, and I share that, and I'm like, holy moly, this really helps with bad breath, or it really makes your mouth feel clean. This is incredible. And I start using my tongue scraper every day. Actually, I use my tongue scraper twice a day, in the morning and at night. And it is just awesome. Well, actually, the reason I got my tongue scraper is because when I was in LA this weekend, I was hanging out with my friend Teresa, and she's like, Julianne, I just love this. And I'm like, what is that thing that's going in your mouth? And she's like, you don't understand. It's so awesome. I'm obsessed with it. And I was like, intrigued. She didn't tell me what it was. She didn't brand the company of the tongue scraper. I still have no idea what version she has. And she just had massive belief in what it was because she uses it every day. She even brought it with her on vacation. She's like, you gotta come check this out. I was like, okay. And I walked into the bathroom, and she was just scraping her tongue. It was nasty, and it was awesome all at the same time. And I was like, I bought it right away. I didn't even buy the same one as her, but I bought one right away, and I bought one for Eric, and now I'm talking about it, and now you guys are going to go buy it. But do you get my point? When you get a package, you open it, and you fall in love with it, and you get results with it yourself, and you see how you love it too. And when you do that, it's easy to talk about. I can easily sell all of you a tongue scraper because it's awesome and gross. And I like when Eric was doing it, I was like, I can't watch you do this. And that is what your direct selling is, you guys. You must open the package yourself. You must use it yourself. You must find belief and conviction in what you have. And then it's easy to sell it. It's easy to sell something that you believe in. And so maybe that's a gut check for you that you're a part of the wrong thing, that you just aren't, like, you're just not passionate about that. You don't believe in it. You haven't had any results with it, right? You have to have results. You have to have conviction, and you have to be using it every single day. And that is Beachbody for me. These workouts are everything. They've changed my life. So all those people who say at-home workouts don't work, I don't listen to them because one, they're not working out at home, and two, they don't know what this has done for me. So then I don't listen to them, and I just keep getting results, and I keep feeling amazing, and then my business keeps on building, and I keep on transforming, and then I keep helping other people transform. It's the compound effect. It's amazing. Are you with me? Does that make more sense? You gotta walk the walk, and you have to constantly work on yourself. That's my third tip. You have to constantly work on yourself. I think a lot of people just want to sell and make money, but if that's your only focus in life, one, that's really empty. Just as much as if all you want in life is to lose 30 pounds, when you lose that 30 pounds, it's going to feel empty. Just as much as me, I have huge goals in this business. When we hit the 1 million mark, that's not going to make me, you guys. That's not going to give me confidence. It's just going to be like, okay, I did it. What's next? And a lot of times people think, well, this will make me happy if I just get the result. You have to continuously work on yourself to become the best version of yourself, to enjoy this journey. And building a business is really hard. I think people hashtag get a bonus here, hashtag girl boss, hashtag part-time hustle, hashtag building a life to freedom, hashtag like I'm my own boss, I work from home. Like all that stuff sounds so nice, but what is not shared on social media is how hard it takes to build a business. It's fun. Going for hard goals is fun, but man, it is challenging. I've seen people who have been so excited and they've joined our team, which I think our team is amazing, and then they don't do anything. They just expect it to be easy. They hit their first roadblock and then they stop. They get their first like uncomfortable feeling and then they stick with that and they don't want to continue and push through it, right? They start to think about all the things that could go wrong, which I'm like, there really isn't a whole lot of risk compared to me, who this is what I do full time with my husband in Silicon Valley. I have way more risk than you do. And yet here I am. I'm still going. and I'm pushing myself. Is it hard? Hell yeah, it's hard, but it's massively fun and it is massively fulfilling. And this is my mission. This is something that has changed my whole life. I am willing to put everything on the line for that. And you want to know something? At the end of the day, you guys, you're alive. Like, what's the worst thing that could go wrong? What's the worst thing that could go wrong with building our business? What's the worst thing? It stops, we fail, we're done. Okay, I've learned so many skills, I'll just go do it again, right? Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? There isn't. It's just mindset. So what I do about that is I am in personal development every single day. And if you think that's cheesy, that's the reason you're not going to grow. And if you think personal development isn't something you should do every single day, that's why you're stuck. And if you think personal development is stupid, that's why you're going to keep thinking that way. And if you think that all the stuff, whatever, like that's why you are the way you are. That's why you're stuck, is because it's like crazy to me. People want to lose weight so bad because they feel so insecure and they think that weight is the thing that makes them insecure. It's not. It's your mindset. So why are you not craving changing your mindset? Why do you crave watching crap TV that fills your brain with negativity and you don't realize it? Why do you still hang around those 5 friends that all they do in life is gossip and you are like, I just got to lose the weight, then I'll be happy? No, are you kidding me? You are not going to be happy by just losing weight. Just as much as your mindset is like where you need to lose weight is between your ears. You need to lose that negativity. You need to lose that self-doubt. You need to get rid of the obstacles you're putting in your own way, and you need to work it every single day. And if you think that's stupid and a waste of time, that is why you're not going to go anywhere. Just saying, I'm a blunt person, and I'm just telling you, you must work on yourself. I would love to give you my best tips on working on myself, but my biggest thing and objective is working on my mindset. Working on your mindset is everything. It makes your marriage better, makes your relationships better. It's going to make your business incredible. And you need to do that. So if you are a leader on your team, it is your responsibility to make sure that your teammates grow. And for me, Team Happy and Fit, I'm a mentor. That's what I'm about. And I'm going to always share my best practices. I'm going to be growing myself and not waiting for anyone else to grow themselves. And that's where people get stuck. When you join a business, a direct selling business, I think you're just joining to like, oh, I think it would be cool. Or I think that I could make some money. Are you kidding me? You can transform your entire life, like to where you literally are making money while you sleep, but yet you are becoming the most confident version of yourself. All of the relationships in your life are incredible. You're meeting the most amazing people. You joining a direct selling business is seriously so much more than you selling something. It is so much more. So you need to work on yourself. Number 4, you're going to have objections, you're going to have naysayers, you're going to have haters, and you are going to get in your own damn way. And so your objections, here's the deal. It's kind of like this. Moving across the country, why in the hell would I take advice from someone who's never moved across the country? Why would I ever take advice from someone about my MLM, my pyramid scheme of a business, right? That's what people say. Why would I take advice from them when they've never done it? Why? Why would I take advice and someone's like, man, you shouldn't hurt yourself? Why would I take advice from someone who's overweight and I want to get healthy? Why on earth would I take advice from negative people who all they care about in life is gossiping and watching TV? Why on earth would I take advice from someone who tells me, and I've been told this, you should slow down, you should take a break, when they're miserable in their own life? Massively successful people will just tell you to go for it. Massively confident people will tell you, hey, you might fail forward, but if you don't quit, you're going to be great. Why on earth are you listening to people who have no idea what they're talking about? That they are so insecure that in life what fills them up is stopping people from just going for it. Because I would rather go for it and fail versus never go with it and never know what could have happened. Because at the end of the day, the worst thing that will happen to you, people think like, oh, if I join Julianne and it's $160 to join, that the worst thing that could happen is that I'm gonna not get in shape. The worst thing that's gonna happen is that I quit. The worst thing that's gonna happen is I waste $160. Where in my mind, I'm thinking, no, the worst thing that's gonna happen to you is that you're not gonna make a six-figure business. The worst thing that's gonna happen to you is that you're not gonna lose 30 pounds. The worst thing that's gonna happen to you by not doing this is that you're never gonna have a community like this one that is literally going to empower you every single day. But yet, you want to listen to the person who has no idea what they're talking about. I've had so many people across this journey make fun of what I do, and yet they're still stuck in life. They hate their job, they hate their marriage, they hate this, they're overweight, blah, 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 but yet they want to throw their opinions at me, right? And then let's not even talk about you post on social media too much, right? You mean, yeah, you're right. I post too much positivity and empowerment. That's annoying. Yeah, you're right. It is so horrible of me to post an after workout selfie that inspires women to feel more confident about themselves. That's just horrible. Are you kidding me? You guys have to start thinking bigger. You are allowing minimal minds, average minds, which that pisses off average people, you guys, because they are clinging to average. They are clinging to mediocre. I had someone tell me, Julianne, I don't see what's wrong with watching TV all day. And then I said, there's more to life than watching TV, but to each his own. You go watch TV, girl, but don't come up over here in my feed trying to justify why you're not going for it. Because I am, and I would never take advice from someone like you. I love you, and I think that there's more for you, but I'm not going to take advice from someone who's not doing anything. Just as much as when I had a miscarriage, people was like, you should take it easy. You should take work off. You should just do nothing. Are you kidding? If you knew what this was for me, you would never say that. If you would know that this business has gotten me through the hardest times of my life, you would have never said that. You would never say for me to take it easy if you didn't realize that these workouts make me feel less stressed, more empowered, more confident, more strong. But here you are, take it easy because you're so flippin' insecure. People want to cling to average, and when you make a stand, they're going to tell you to sit down. And that's not okay. And so it's crazy to me that people who have direct selling businesses, MLMs, stop doing it because of the opinions of mediocre mindsets. And it doesn't make any sense to me where, yes, you're going to be pushed. Yes, you're going to be challenged. Yes, this is going to be hard. Yes, you're probably not going to make money for a really long time. And no one talks about that. They say, join me and get this bonus. You guys got to stop talking like that when you are doing an MLM, because everyone who joins you is going to stop because they're not going to get that bonus you have been promising them. You can't talk like that. That's not true. This takes hard work. This takes tenacity. This takes grit. This takes you not quitting when it gets uncomfortable. This takes you to sacrifice time. This takes you figuring out your schedule. This takes you figuring out how to make this happen. But if you are in a direct selling company and you're listening to this, you cannot let other people who aren't moving their lives forward have a front row seat in your life. It might be a spouse and it might be a family member, but you can't stop growing because of where they're at, and you have to trust that they're going to come along with you eventually. Does that make sense? Objections are going to happen. It's too expensive. Really, like, what's the biggest risk for you? That you're going to lose 30 pounds and that it's going to change your whole life and you get the best community? Like, honestly, like, what's the biggest risk of you doing this? You're just lazy. You just want to make excuses. You just love being negative. No, right? You're going to have objections of like, that's a pyramid scheme. What's a pyramid scheme? Can you tell me what that is? You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it's like this company. Okay, you're telling me another company what you think is a pyramid scheme. Well, what's an actual pyramid scheme? Well, the person at the top makes all the money. Okay, well, in my business, anyone can outperform me and out-earn me and outrank me. So, okay. What else? Well, I just don't like what you're doing. Okay. Why? It's too positive, too healthy, too what? Like what? No, you're just insecure, or you've seen other people be really salesy and you didn't like it, but I'm not doing that. I'm just sharing my story. So what you're telling me is that it's really hard for you to see me happy. So what you're telling me is you don't like that I'm healthier. So what I'm hearing you say is that this community has impacted my life and you don't like it. You guys, that's what they're saying. And so when you can start to put that in perspective, instead of quitting, how about you stop hanging out with that friend who is so insecure and doesn't actually care about your success and actually doesn't want you to be happy. And this is the thing. Success is never about, I want everyone to be successful as long as I'm the only successful one. No, that is not life. That is not a woman tribe. That is not a why not tribe. That is not like this tribe that wants everybody to be massively successful. It is amazing that people are successful all over the place. And you know what that is? It's this scarcity of success, that if her posts are so good, her success is so good, there's not enough for me. That's not true. That's bullshit. That is bullshit, because you can be so massively successful in the same company and the same thing, all because you get to use your own voice. And that's where you get tripped up, is that you're branding yourself through your MLM. You're branding yourself through that coach or whoever, that ambassador, or you're branding yourself through that person to be just like them, but you're not owning your own truth and your own voice. And it goes back to you need to own your own brand, which is you, right? And then you need to walk the walk and you need to work on yourself. There's so much success for us all. And the reason I think that is because you're going to talk to someone in a different way than that other successful person is. And they need you. They need your story. They need your conviction. They need exactly what it is and why you did this. They need to hear you say that in the words and in the way that you would, if that makes sense. So yeah, you're going to get objections. You're going to have naysayers, but stop taking advice from them. They don't know what they're talking about. If you see this bigger vision, like, you're going to be massively successful. My next tip is don't quit and be resourceful. You're only guaranteeing your failure by quitting. And maybe you are watching this and you did quit and it sucks. And maybe you're afraid to be the comeback person. It's your ego. No one cares. And if someone does because you quit and you came back, that's lame. That's lame that they're like, man, that's so cool you quit. And you came back. Like, if they don't think that, I think it's awesome when someone falls off track and comes back and I'm like, man, you're awesome, because most people wouldn't, right? Like, who are you surrounding yourself with? If people are making fun of you for working out and posting it on social media, man, it's crazy how we're okay with all the negativity on social media. Goodness forbid you post something positive. There's too much health out there, huh? Too much positivity out there. Why are you doing that, right? Like, that's like essentially what they're saying, where it's like, dude, I'm just going to keep doing this. Stop following me if you're going to be negative. Out with that. And be resourceful. No one's going to hold your hand in this. No one should hold your hand in this. And I get it. You're part of an amazing tribe and you have really successful people around you. But like, at the end of the day, it takes you to do it. And resourcefulness is everything. YouTube, Google. Maybe you don't know how to grow your Instagram. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. There are so many resources online. Well, I don't know how to sell anything. Sell or Be Sold is a great book. 10X Rule, great book. You are getting in your own way by saying you don't know how, or no one will join you, or this or that or whatever. No, it's just noise. And you need to put that asleep. You need to minimize that, and you need to realize that you are capable of doing anything and everything. And then you have every permission to build your business differently. Think outside the box. How you see someone building it isn't the way that you have to build it. And my last thing is this. What do you really sell? Yes, I sell workouts in Shakeology, which have transformed my whole life. And it's easy for me to talk about. Someone will say, hey, Jillian, what do you do? I'm like, I'm in direct selling. Have you ever heard of Beachbody? I'm so proud of it. And I do sell that. But what I really do believe I sell is teaching women how to rise. teaching women how to have critical conversations, teaching women to have more of a backbone. I truly believe I teach women on how to speak their mind in a way that they can own themselves. Because I'm very passionate about being you, being true to who you are. What you see on social media is what you would see in my house. I am exactly what you see. I am not this highlight reel. My life is not perfect. And I share with you exactly who I am. And I am not being someone that I'm not. And to be able to build a business solely based on just being me is one of the greatest gifts that's ever been given to me that I've worked for, because I literally get to be me. And because I'm me, I get to help people. And no one tells me what to wear. No one tells me how to be. No one tells me when to work. No one tells me anything. I don't have to clock in, clock out. Me sharing my experiences, because I walk the walk and believe in this so much, has simply built a bridge to freedom for me. And to be able, and not even just for me, so many people on my team, like seeing them be so massively successful is so amazing, because they believe that they could do it too, that there wasn't a scarce in success in this. And in your business, in your direct selling business, there isn't a scarcity with it. And you have to stop thinking that there is. And for me, I just love that the only way to be successful in this is to just be you. And I love that that's my paycheck is a reflection of just being me and being myself. And I love that. And I love that this is so much more than money for me and Eric, that this is community, this is getting fit, this is health, this is pure joy, this is freedom of time, freedom to so many things. And I don't have to build someone else's dream. That literally this has taught me to be anyone I want to be. And maybe you're doing your direct selling company with a full-time job. Stop making the excuses. I built this working full-time, moving across the country, experiencing loss, Eric working full-time. And I made it work. I didn't cling to excuses. I clinged to hard work. I didn't cling to negativity. I clinged to positivity. I clung to just showing up every single day and it not being perfect. And it was hard. I had people not believe in me. I have people who made fun of me. I had people give me objections. I had people tell me to stop. And I didn't give them the front row in my life, because they didn't care about my success. They didn't care about my happiness. They didn't care. They were so worried about me failing. They were so worried about me doing this or that. And I couldn't listen to them. And now I look back and I'm like, man, I am doing something so awesome. I love it so much. And yet here you are thinking of all the reasons you can't. And you're thinking of all the reasons why you shouldn't. And you're thinking about all the reasons of all the people in your life to tell you no. And you're so living for someone else. And that makes me the most sad. That you are willing to not go for it because of limitations and other people and your crazy busy life. That is so sad. And maybe I'm here today to tell you to go for it and stop living for someone else. And it's time to rise up. You're right. It's crazy. It's so crazy building a business that will out-earn itself more and more and more and more each year. It's so crazy. It's so crazy that I can give myself a $300% raise. That's crazy. It's crazy that I can build a business of just getting fit in my own life. But yet, we sign a contract. Someone tells us how to be. If we don't follow those rules, we're done. It's crazy to me that you're exhausted, burnt out, and yet you couldn't do this. Because you know it's going to take work. And you don't like work. Or you don't like failure. Or you're so worried about the opinions of other people. It's time to get over it. And it's time to own it. And it's time to rise. And it's time to surround yourself with people who are going to believe in you so much. And it's time to surround yourself with people that tell you to freaking go for it. So maybe you just really need to take a look at, one, are you really happy? Great if you are, but what happens if something changes? And then who are you surrounding yourself with? People who do the same thing every single day. They get drunk on the weekends. They talk about people. They're sleeping around. Who are you hanging out with? People who are complaining about their marriages, bashing their husbands? Who are you hanging out with? Moms that literally hate sending their kids to daycare and that's all they talk about? There's more. There's more for you. And the reason you don't like direct selling is because of the people who are doing it wrong. They're branding their company. You gotta watch for the people who brand themselves, because the people who brand themselves are the people you want to work with, because they're going to teach you to not be salesy. Sales are not a bad thing, but I don't trust someone who, one, I'm not even sure if they do it. Two, I don't even know if they believe in it. And they don't actually care about my success or care about working with me. You gotta watch for that. And I'm just telling you, it's so crazy that people are like, what you do is just so silly. And I'm like, really? Like, I'm going to be a millionaire by doing direct selling. Tell me why that's crazy. And tell me why it's crazy that I surround myself with literally the best people in the whole world. Like, they're just so awesome. And they're mega successful. Like, yeah, that's crazy. You guys, it's time. It's time to follow your dreams, and it's time to get it done, and it's time to just go for it, whatever that looks like for you. Thanks for watching this. Please share it. Please comment below. Tag some people below. I really appreciate you. Talk to you later.